Hello YouTube, and on today's video I'm going to be showing you how to clean and restore a Sega Dreamcast controller, as you guys can see right there. So let's just start with the things you're going to need. You're going to need some soap. Dawn is just a name brand, so you know, a very small tipped Phillips screwdriver, a toothbrush, and some electronic duster, and some Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Right, so let's off screen to the controller. Alright, so then you're going to start by taking your controller and taking your Phillips screwdriver. You're going to turn around your controller and you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's one right here in the top right corner. And you're going to unscrew all these. So I'm going to do a jump, and when we come back I'll have them all unscrewed. Alright, and once all of your screws are taken out, you should be able to just gently pull the shell off like so. Now be careful, you can easily dismount this. So basically you're going to be left with this back piece, and I recommend just taking your toothbrush and some soapy water, and just clean this off and, you know, scrub it down. So then, after you remove the back, if you look here, you will see, let's see, let me find them. You see one screw. Huh, that's weird. This one, someone must have taken this apart prior, but normally you'd see one, let's see, one right here and one right here, I believe. So you're going to take that screw out, and I'll come back once I have it taken out. Now then, once you take out those screws, you should just be left with your controller like this. You should be able to just pull out the boards and everything, and you can pop the VMU window off, and you can give that a nice clean with your soap and water. And you'll be left with the contact, the control pad contact piece, the D-pad piece, and the button piece, like that. Not really much you can do to the board to clean it, so if this is wrecked, you just kind of gotta accept it. You can clean the controller piece, but to be honest with you, I don't really see a point in that, so we're just going to leave it alone. Now, one big thing I need to stress about cleaning these pads is that the D-pad has this little plastic white piece, as you guys can see. Do not lose that. If you lose that, you're kind of screwed. Like, your D-pad is not going to work normal. And then, getting on to the main controller. As you can see, it's just shells, and it's just the shell and the buttons. And again, we're going to take some soap and water and just clean this off really nicely. We're going to clean off all these small little pieces as well. As you can see, my controller has some dirt on it. So I'll be back after I clean everything off and everything's dried. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Now then, we've cleaned all the parts off. It's sitting in my bathroom to dry. So there are a couple of things I can talk to you guys real quick about just doing to try and you know, restore slash try and save these controllers, I guess. One thing you can do is you can take your electronic duster and you can just spray the board piece. Make sure there's no dust in it. You see the controller port, you know, spray it. Make sure there's no dust in it. That can cause actually issues and whatnot. Same thing with the VMU pieces. Spray them with the electronic duster. You know, make sure there's no dust in them. If by whatever chance it's the controller cord that is not working, what you can do alternatively is dismount this piece with a small flathead screwdriver, and it will eject out the cord, and then you can just safely exchange cords with another controller if by any means you have the luxury of doing that for a Dreamcast controller. So yeah, that's just some quick tips that I can teach you guys, or show you guys, I guess, while your parts wait to dry. For your parts, you want to make sure that everything's dry. You can take a blow dryer to them if you want to fasten the project or process, or you can hand dry them. Just if you're going to hand dry them, make sure there is no water in any of the parts. So I'll be back once my parts are dry. Okay, so now that everything is clean and dry and you know, looking a lot better, the contact pads feel better, the buttons are definitely a lot more clean. Now we're just going to go back to reassembling it, and basically we're just going to go in reverse of what we did originally. So I'm going to off screen to the controller being put back together. Real quick though, one thing I want to touch up on is when you're cleaning your controller, be sure you pay extra special attention to these edges right there. And the reason why I say that is because on these edges is where dead skin tends to get, so that's kind of, you know, disgusting. So yeah, be sure to pay some extra close attention to that. So we're going to I'm going to off screen and everything will be reassembled. Hello YouTube, and as you guys can see, I have completely reassembled my Dreamcast controller. And there's one more small thing that you can do if you need to do it, and that's you can take some Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. This is actually a off-brand version, but whatever. And I don't know if you guys can see some of this dirt that's on this controller, but you can take this and just, you know, rub it, and it will, generally speaking, come off the controller, unless unfortunately it's stained on there. So yeah, so you can do that. It also works with like small little black marks and whatnot, and that's just something you can do if you need to do it. Now we're going to go into testing the controller. So I'm going to grab one and another VMU, and yeah, we're just going to make sure, you know, the controller works real quick and that nothing is broken. Let me point this over to my camera, or see, so you guys can see everything working just fine. Sorry about the Gorilla Lens. Yep, and you know, my controller works just fine. So if you follow these directions, you will have a perfectly clean and new like Dreamcast controller. If you like this video, be sure to comment down below, be sure to like it down below, and subscribe for more. I'm going to have another cleaning tutorial video out later this week, but I am going to keep that one a surprise. So have a wonderful day, YouTube, and